This is a video describing how to do the building drawing of the floor plans using Preval layers. Now first we set the layer to the floor layer. Then using a rectangle or a closed polylines, we mark the outlines enclosing different floor plans as shown in the video. These are the labels of how you're supposed to label the floor plans. The entire drawing is in 0 layers. You are supposed to do the floor plans from stilt to terrace based on the layers that have been divided in the Preval layers. This is the stilt floor plan. Here we have to mark only the building path, that is, the parking area, the lift, and the staircase. For the stilt plan, even though you have the reference, you never mark the site. Now we go and select the parking layer and we mark the parking using a rectangle. Here we make sure that the staircase and lift are enclosed within the parking. Next, we select the staircase layer. We make sure that all the flights are in polylines and we select a rectangle to mark the staircase outline. We have to mark each thread and riser using polylines only. Make sure that the entire drawing is always done in polylines which are closed or a polygon. Next, we go to the lift layer. We set the layers to the lift, use a rectangle and select the lift area and mark it. Now, after making all the polygons, we select Insert in Preval menu bar and select staircase up and down direction options. We mark staircase up and we mark staircase down using the same method. This is to ensure that we mark the direction of the staircase. Now we mark the other labels. Next, we go to the column layer and we select rectangles and mark the columns. All the columns do not have labels. They just have to be marked using rectangles all over the areas where there are columns placed. Make sure that all the columns are placed in the layer so that they have been accounted for. Next we go to Preval, mark, parking, undo marking default. That is the default label for which once you select the outline, it comes as parking. You select the outline to get the label. Make sure that the arrows are always inside the box of the desired polygon. Next, we go to Preval, mark, we select left, we select undo marking default. All the undo marking defaults are usually the default labels as shown in the mark option. Once we select the number of lifts, we'll get a pop-up and get the lift label. Now we go to mark, select staircase, select the undo marking default, that is just the simple staircase label. We have several options as shown in the video. Undo marking default and select the outline to get the staircase label. Now, once we have checked that we have labeled everything, all the elements, we proceed to the next floor plan, that is the typical floor plan 1. Next, we select the residential building outline layer. We select a rectangle and mark the entire built up area of the residence. Next, we select the existing staircase that we did previously in the stilt floor plan, select similar and copy the staircase. This is just another easy trick to finish it faster. Next we go and we select the layer to passage layer to mark the passage outside the staircase. We select the rectangle and mark the outline of the passage. Next we take polyline and mark the center line of the passage as shown in the video. The center line properties has always to be changed to center using the layer properties. Next, we similarly select the left, copy it and paste it on the upper floor as well. Once all this is done, we select the room layer to mark the rooms. We take rectangles and we mark all the rooms using polylines or closed polygons depending on the dimension of the room. If the room is the regular rectangular shape, you can always select the rectangular to mark the rooms. But if the room is an irregular shape, you can use a polyline. You can either use the command to get repeated rectangles in the video, or you can just use the space bar to get access to the repeated use of rectangles. The balcony is not usually covered into the built up area, as built up area is generally the usable interior area. Now, to use an irregular shape, you can always extend it with a base rectangle using vertices, or you can simply use a polyline and mark the outline and close them properly. Now that we have all the rooms marked, we have to go and change the layer to the balcony layer. To mark the balcony outline, take a rectangle and mark the outline of the balcony. All the layers are available. We just have to mark them using closed polygons. Next, we go to assign name, room name, and then we select the desired room. Here we have selected bedroom and we are selecting all the outlines of the bedrooms. Then we get the number of bedrooms selected and we press OK to get the label. Next we select the toilets and we mark all the outlines. The room selections have multiple selection option if you have the same rooms again with the same labels. The dimensions of the rooms will be given automatically by the label itself. The process is simple. Go to assign name, select room name, then select the desired room name and select the outline or the polyline that has been used to draw the outline of the label. For example, now we have selected living dining and we selected the outline of the living dining. We got the label as shown in the video. Now we select drawing room, we press OK and then we close once we are done labeling all the labels inside the plan. Make sure that all the labels are scaled according to the size of the room or have been made sure that all the properties have been matched accordingly. Also, remember that all the arrows of all the labels in each room have to be inside the designated polygon. The arrows is what determines the boundary of the room. Next we go to mark. We select balcony. We select default label and we press enter to get the balcony label. Make sure that the label always has its arrows inside the designated polygon. Balcony is an option that is in a different layer in the floor plans, whereas the utility balcony